The foe who became a friend, a long-standing opponent of the US beginning the process of becoming an ally. During a visit to Saudi Arabia, President Trump seeking out and shaking hands with the new president of Syria, a clear signal of a new era in relations.
There is a new government that will hopefully succeed in stabilizing the country and keeping peace. That's what we want to see in Syria.
In the capital, Damascus, crowds celebrated as they heard that President Trump had committed to lifting sanctions on Syria, just as they'd celebrated when, as a rebel commander, Ahmed al-Sharaa entered the capital in December 2024, driving into exile the man who'd ruled Syria for so long, Bashar al-Assad. And at the UN in New York in September this year, there was an astonishing meeting, as former General David Petraeus met the once al-Qaeda-linked commander he'd fought in Iraq.
Please help us understand how you got from al-Qaeda in Iraq 20 years ago to where you are today.
We were once on a battlefield, and now we have moved to a field of dialogue. Those who have experienced war are the ones who best understand the importance of peace.
In meeting the US Secretary of State on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly, the Syrian president continued to press for the lifting of sanctions. It's the US Congress that has the power to permanently lift the sanctions, and President al-Sharaa will be asking President Trump to bring pressure to bear. For his part, Trump will be seeking agreement from Syria to join the US-led coalition against ISIL, the first step in loosening Syria's close ties with Russia. But from the moment the US reopened its embassy in Damascus, the Trump administration had a primary objective: for a new Syria to forget or forgive decades of conflict and sign on to the Abraham Accords to recognize Israel.
We need to start with just a non-aggression agreement, talk about boundaries and borders.
Syria was locked in conflict with Israel as recently as July this year, Israel claiming that Syrian forces were attacking Druze communities in the south and carrying out powerful airstrikes in Damascus. Despite the Syrian president agreeing to a ceasefire, the violence underscored the depths of resistance to Israel, and full recognition by Syria of Israel at this stage appears to be more of a US dream than a reality. The US once offered a $10 million reward for the capture of a man known then as Abu Muhammad al-Julani. And in a world where this week he visits the White House as President Ahmad al-Sharaa of Syria, perhaps anything is possible. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.